It was a dust storm all day long.
Okay.
Everything was, from early in the morning, just blowing sideways. It was in your eyes, it was in your mouth, it was just everywhere. And then the smoke just kind of started getting heavier and heavier, and we just went, we got to start grabbing stuff.
Okay.
And it was almost this surreal, it didn't feel like you were leaving and never coming back. So right there in these businesses where you would have had to drive through, there was a pole swooping down low. It felt like my car was going to hit the telephone wires if I went under it. I ended up turning around.
Oh no, fires. Fires are coming. That's not fires up in front of us. It's not fires up in front of us.
My mom is in front of me. I'm trying to kind of catch up and find her. So we ended up a car behind her, and then you were just dead stopped. At this point, everybody was staying in their lanes, but it had gotten really, really dark.
I gotta get out of the car really quick. Go.
So this is Mom and I, and that's at 427, running back and forth.
Yeah, your mom had said she was worried. She said, get in my car because I'm a little farther ahead. But then she ran and couldn't find her car.
She couldn't find her car, and that's why I said I have to get out right now, because she ran past her car.
She's going to get,
and was gone, like literally ran past her. I couldn't even see her anymore because it was so black. So I jumped out and ran up to her car and just stood there, and I waited, and thankfully she came back, because she just disappeared into the smoke.
Yeah, you didn't know if you were going to be able to catch her.
No, she ran back. She said, I can't find my car. I can't find my car. I don't know where my car is. I said, it's right here. It's right here. Just get in. Ran back to my own car. Now it went from little flames to everything going up in that little stairwell. So this is the corner of the outlet mall parking garage. When the fire started, everybody decided, forget traffic laws. We are now taking up both lanes.
Both lanes to go on Front Street.
Still trying to get to Front Street. There's no way you can go the other way at this point. The fire is still chasing you at this point, and it's on both sides of the street. At one point, another person got out of their car, grabbed somebody's hose and hosed down their house and their bushes in the front and stopped that house from catching on fire. And even though that house didn't survive, honestly, what it did is it made it so myself and the people behind me could get by. Because otherwise, it was too hot. You were just too close. Being a sidewalk away was just too close to the inferno. It was hot. So at this point, the sky had kind of started to clear a little bit at 5:08.
Yeah.
But then it just starts catching up with you again. And so now you can't see the sun at all because the sun's just, totally behind it. So you're just kind of this whole time, just the cloud is just chasing you. We are still on Front Street. Okay. We are just past Safeway. We are not even anywhere near the end.
Jeez.
At the end of Front Street, there was another police officer, and he was just trying to get people as much as possible to go out of Lahaina, so to head north.
Yeah.
Nobody was being able to obviously go back into Lahaina.
Okay.
It was just definitely a giant bottleneck, and I don't think the police officer's eyes could have been any wider or rounder. You could tell he was definitely just doing the absolute best that he could do given the situation.
Right.